The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirely without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group, copyright 2025. All rights are reserved.
The march to freedom is long, and it must continue to evolve.
Led by God and grounded in Scripture.
March to freedom must be righteous, with a focus on accountability and sustainability to ensure that we leave no man behind.
Have the courage to do the right thing and get yourself a red Bible.
As we unleash the minds, you can be confident that the revolution is alive, and we will continue to document it.
This is Freedom March.
This is Freedom March. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Freedom March. You're listening to us on channel 103.5, the Beat FM, channel 224, that's on cable, channel 112, that's over on Flow, and yes, ILTV Studios on Facebook, where by now you should be following us. And if you're not, I'm going to give you this opportunity to go over now, come off of the viewing screen, go back to the Facebook platform, click the ILTV Studios link, click follow. And from now on, every single time that we go live, you should be able to enjoy what's going on over here at Freedom March. I see that there is still a whole lot of flooding happening in areas all around New Providence, and it is such an interesting thing, you know, that everybody appears to simply want a photo op. But I wonder sometimes, I mean, what is the aftermath of the follow-up post these kinds of situations? Because I imagine that there must be some strategy, some formula, some form of, I don't know, trend or even systemic response that should happen post flood waters. What do I mean? Many people, particularly if you live south of Soldier Road, have well waters, and the question for me is, what are those people doing after a storm like, what's the name of the storm? Imelda, that has obviously disrupted the water table. Should those people have their waters tested? Are we ensuring that they're doing the necessary checks to make sure that we don't end up with some form of waterborne disease, et cetera, et cetera? Because people will just go back to their normal lives. All of the people in the Linden Pinling estates, how are we ensuring that, you know, the water contamination from dead animals and mixed sewer, et cetera, is being sufficiently looked after post the hurricane? You would recall that all along, you know, the days leading up to the hurricane, people who have political ambition continue to see it as wise to drop off sandbags to your house. I want to say this to you: if a politician comes to your house before a flood in the Bahamas with a sandbag, you should polish your boot in his buttocks. And if he comes to you with a sandbag and a plastic bag, you should try to use both boots in the same buttocks. We'll be back on Freedom March.
Fill up box for all $30.
The new KFC Fill-Up Box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC Fill-Up Box. Only at KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Every single person matters. Every single dream is worthy of support. Every single challenge must be confronted. There is no space for sitting small. There is no space for fear. But there is room enough for those who are brave enough to refuse the path of the least resistance, and with brave hearts cut a path for those who are counting on us.
This is Freedom March. Welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through that break. He's a spiritual advisor, extraordinary and plenipotentiary. He's a spiritual advisor for the whole Bahamas, they continue to tell me. Bradley Roll, the spiritual advisor for the whole Bahamas, is with me here on Freedom March. Welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you so much, Levan. Great to be here, man.
And if Bradley Roll is here, then that must
always.
mean we have to have Holy Scripture.
Indeed.
What does the Holy Scripture have to say?
Yeah, well, we're going to go back to some miracles.
Okay. Signs and wonders?
Yeah. Listen, do you know why it seemed as if there was a good strategy to place the book of Acts in between the Gospels and the Epistles? You ever wonder about that?
Sure.
You got the Gospels, right?
Right.
Then you have the Acts of the Apostles, which is the actions of the apostles.
Right.
And then you have these letters written to the churches.
Right.
There's a reason for that. Because when the church began, the news about Christ, his death, burial, and resurrection began to then spread throughout Asia Minor. All right, Jerusalem and Judea, Samaria, and to the rest of the known world at the time.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Mesopotamia. I always like that word in the Bible.
And so what is interesting is when we look at the book of Acts, and today we're going to go back to this miracle that happened at the Gate Beautiful. And we can read a story. And similarly, in all of the actions of the apostles and wherever miracles took place, these miracles, for the most part, seem to be very, very, very much genuine. And they were not ordinary works of man. That's why they're called miracles, because the laws of nature basically can't interrupt. They're suspended.
Sure.
So in Acts 3, verse 2 to 8, it says, now a man, watch this now, who was lame from birth. Yesterday, this fellow had an infirmity for 38 years.
Right.
Now this man here, a lame man, he was lame from birth. He was being carried to the temple gate, beautiful, where he was put every day to beg from those going into the temple courts. So obviously this man had assistance.
Right.
Unlike the other man, he apparently seemed to have gotten some help. Well, both of them seem like, all right? It says, when he saw Peter and John about to enter, he asked them for money.
Yes.
Peter looked straight at him, as did John. Then Peter said, look at us. So the man gave them his attention, expecting to get something from them. Then Peter said, silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have I give to you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk. Taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong out.
Okay.
Now, this is something to think about, because this man was like this from his birth.
Correct.
So, obviously, when you look at it from a scientific view, if you ain't walk from you was born, you ain't got no muscles. Whatever you have is probably just skin and bones. And it's probably just dangling, don't have any energy or movement whatsoever. But it says in this passage in Wisdom of Solomon, taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Then he went with them into the temple courts, walking and jumping and praising God.
Wow.
So, another miracle here that's very, very intriguing, and it's mind-boggling to say the least, because for those who question the scientific view of this, it's like, man, how's this possible?
Do you see the difference, though?
Yeah, well,
You see the difference between. So first of
there's
all,
there's not much difference between this.
in John 5, the Bible makes no mention of the man's foot regaining anything.
But Jesus told him to get up and walk, though.
Precisely.
You believe that happened?
Yes, but I'm saying to you, in Acts, the Bible accounts that the man's foot regains its strength. Right?
Immediately.
Immediately. John 5 accounts no such thing.
But we know that he was confined to a bed.
Yes.
Make no mistake about that.
That he had an infirmity.
Yeah,
I mean, he was crippled.
It does, based on the passage, tell you, though, that this man...
You know, the story is not the crippled man at the pool of Bethesda.
Yeah, we understand.
The story is the man at the pool of Bethesda.
Yeah. Here's the reality. When we study the word, I know we're not going to beat the dead horse with this one today, but the reality is when you look at the word does mean someone who has either blind, lame, paralyzed, or whatever, has some sort of a mobility challenges.
Sure.
And that was his problem in John chapter 5. He had an issue for 38 years.
Right.
It wasn't his mind. His mind was clear. His mind was lucid. He had a mind.
You saw the other difference between Acts and John? The man in Acts, put up the thing about Acts, the man in Acts, when he got his healing, immediately he changed his circumstance. What the Bible say? He gone walking and skipping and jumping
and he ran into the temple praising God.
Into the temple.
But
the man at the pool of Bethesda stand right there.
But he had some issues.
Yeah, one of them was his mind wouldn't let his situation change.
He had some fleshly issues that he had to
his
deal
mind
with.
wouldn't let his situation change. He was a healed person that didn't understand that he didn't have to carry the cross he had carried.
Not only
As a
that.
healed man. And there are many people, I'm watching these sad women all the time on the internet, you know, talking about all sorts of craziness. It is one thing to get your healing, yes. But sometimes you get your healing and you ain't got no direction. So guess where you are? Exactly in the place that crippled you. Or that you
Listen.
was a crippled person.
I looked at that passage again in John chapter 5 yesterday, and something came out to me.
I like when you get revelation. Tell us what the revelation was.
When Jesus said to this man, here it is that you are sinning. You were healed.
Yeah. Get out of here
You need to change
before something worse happened to you.
So guess what? I am thinking that the reason why he may have been in the situation he was in for those 38 years was that something he did in his,
Someone break your leg.
something he did in his past caused some serious issues
Yeah.
for him.
And Jesus say, broke your leg, I'll break your back next if you don't leave here.
So, obviously Jesus is telling him, man, listen, man, you came with a situation, right?
Yeah.
You're out of the situation.
And you survive.
And now here it is, you in your mind now.
Continue to wallow in your stupor.
Right. So just listen,
Leave
man.
here.
Stop sinning, man, okay?
Leave here.
Before something worse happens to you.
Yeah.
Well,
As I love it about Jesus. And
It is
I
what
say
it
all
is.
the time, if the Bible was written in stronger language, that would have been one of the passages in the Bible that you could incite some stronger language.
yeah. But to my the group that calls themselves the apostolic, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that because you're looking at the teaching of the apostles. But there are some people who, for some strange reason, believe that they can do the same thing that the apostles did.
But the Bible said it, the Bible say, and these signs and wonders shall follow them who believe.
But it followed the apostles.
The greatest, you have to believe.
Yeah, it followed the
They
apostles.
shall lay hands on the sick and they shall be made well.
We need
And we
this.
also saw the difference between John 5 and what is this, Acts
Chapter 3.
3.
The lame man at the gate beautiful.
The disciple the apostle touched this man. Jesus never. You realize Jesus didn't perform no miracle. You realize that?
Well, there were times when he would, put clay on people's eyes and tell
Right.
them,
Jesus
"Oh,
ain't touched this man.
yeah."
The
But
only
Jesus
other-
did perform miracles, though.
I'm saying, but the only other time you saw that. So what I'm saying to you is the only other time you saw Jesus speak a miracle into existence was upon request. This man ain't never asked Jesus nothing. Jairus' daughter was upon a request. The centurion's slave was upon a request. This man ain't asked Jesus for
Yeah,
nothing.
but Jesus understood the circumstance. Remember now, this traditional visitation at this pool, Bethsaida, right? Everybody understood that there was an angel that came down. And I'm thinking, in my mind, when it says stir the water, you ever turn on the jet pumps in a jacuzzi? And you see how the water begins to stir.
Somebody was playing with the switch. Well, here's the thing, because if it was a sheep
So there was
pool-
some action
If
going
it
on.
was a sheep pool, right? Think about this. What the Bible says is it was a pool at the sheep's gate, yes? Well, you ain't think if you washing off dusty sheep all day, at some point you got to spin this water over? Other than that, the water would stink.
Well, but the sister, the angel came and troubled the water. We got to look at that and see.
That was the man account. The angel ain't never tell you that.
What it means by troubling the water.
Yeah,
No
that
doubt
probably
he's
was-
disturbing it.
Somebody was there clicking the switch on.
But no doubt, some miraculous things took place in the first
Agreed.
century.
Agreed.
That cannot be compared.
But
to
I do
recent
believe that
days.
there can be apostles in today.
Really?
Yeah. And these signs shall follow them who believe. So the only thing you need to do is believe and really believe it, and you should see the signs and the wonders.
Okay, great. So tomorrow I'm going to show you from the Red Bible that there are no apostles alive today. Glad you raised that question. So tomorrow, stay tuned. We're going to go back to the book of Acts. It's actually Acts chapter 1. And I want you, for the sake of the conversation more, so it'll be short. Tomorrow, let me just give you some heads up. I want you to go to Acts chapter 1 and study it carefully because we're gonna look at it tomorrow. Are there any apostles alive today? Because I hear there's one man who called himself Apostle Leon Wallace.
Yeah, there are many apostles.
Really?
Yeah.
So in Acts chapter 1, we're gonna
He's the
see
nation chief apostle.
starting from voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the
brother,
nation's
yes.
chief.
In Acts chapter 1, in order to qualify to be an apostle, we're going to look at verse number 15 down to verse number 26.
Sure.
Acts 1, 15 to 26. Acts chapter 1, 15 to 26.
You want all the apostle them tuning
It
in.
will tell you, I want every man today who claimed to be an apostle, and if you're listening to this broadcast right now as we speak, I'm going to challenge you.
Oh boy. Go ahead. What are we challenging now?
Acts chapter 1, 15 to 26 tells you how you qualify to be an apostle.
Right.
Because don't forget now, Jesus originally had 12, right?
Right.
What happened to one of them?
You have to remind me.
Judas, remember that?
Yeah,
one?
Judas killed himself.
Ah, so that leaves 11. So now we need to figure out how did we get back to the 12? Because
Isn't that what is his name?
Matthias.
Matthias, yes.
we need to look at the process and let's see how Matthias was chosen to bring the number back to 12. So Acts chapter 1:15 down to verse number 26. That is the homework for tonight. Tomorrow we'll look at it and we'll discuss it. I can guarantee you, I'm not a prophet, but I can guarantee you that there are no apostles alive today.
Wow.
There are none. And if they claim to be apostles, I can show you in the scriptures where they are false
Wow.
apostles. Because there were false apostles in the first century, and for certain,
Paul talk about them.
yeah, and for certain there are some now.
Yeah. Paul said, the fellow
Interesting.
called himself a super apostle, and I, Paul, who walk with the Christ, I'm not a super apostle. I don't have no idea how this man here become a super apostle. But you know what y'all do for him? Y'all take up tithes and offering and give it to him. And y'all is a bunch of lapping tongue dogs, y'all. Church of, what's that? That's the Church of Corinthians or Galatians?
I have to look and see where the
Yeah,
pastors
one of them
actually
churches.
taken.
And
Yeah.
Paul say, and when I run aground in the Isle of Patmos, I send Timothy and Titus to preach for y'all. Y'all ain't never taken no offering for me? No problem. We can fix that from the day on, eh? I love Paul. Paul is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you raised that question.
So the man at the pool of Bethesda, because I want to end this. The man at the pool of Bethesda, I'm happy you went right into the next book of the Bible, the book of Acts. Similar miracles, right? And I also, this a Levinism now. I also believe that the silver and gold have I none is symbolic that the apostle realized that what this man needed was more than money. You ain't gonna convince me 2 traveling preachers ain't had no money.
But what convinced them to make that statement? Because when you look at the earlier few verses, which is so interesting and catchy, that the reason why this man was placed at this gate, beautiful, was so that he could beg alms from people.
From people going to go and pay
the temple court,
their
do
thing to the
whatever.
temple.
Right. So obviously he was placed there, and he got monies or help from people.
Yeah,
who
because
ran
you
it.
know, in the court of the temple, they would have merchants.
Yeah.
Dove salesman, calf, because you know,
But that wasn't
if you
what
travel
the court-
all the way from Judea, right, and we find out your pigeon had a missing feather, you couldn't sacrifice him anymore. So you would have to go to the fella in the courtyard to buy another virgin pigeon. You follow me?
Yeah.
So people would always pass this gate with money. That's why the man was there.
Pagans,
so you ain't
yeah.
about to convince me that 2 traveling preachers ain't got no money? That don't even sound right when you say it.
Well, we'll get examined.
So did the preacher lie? He didn't lie. What he spoke to was,
But he did say he didn't have.
He said, "Silver and gold have I none."
He said, "We have no money, man."
yeah, but that was because
whatever we have,
I
we
got
give it to you.
but it's akin to when Jesus tell the woman at the well, "Miss, I really need your water, you know."
But
Because
he
if you
didn't-
knew who I was,
Yeah.
you'd beg me for a little bit of water.
But Jesus.
And if I give you this water, miss, this will wet you right up.
No, you're in thirst again. But reality though is Jesus did not have anything to draw from the well.
But he's Jesus.
didn't-
Jesus
yeah,
gonna just
we
Jesus
understand
gonna just
that.
make the water come out the well.
well, he
This is the
asked
same Jesus who reached in the fish mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he tell the disciples to reach in
This
the
is the
fish
same
mouth,
Jesus who
and they
walked on the
found-
water, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So you don't think Jesus is gonna make the water come out the well?
But I do believe that those 2 men, Peter and John, they were going to the temple for a reason. I don't know.
Probably to go make sacrifice.
I don't know if they had any money, because I don't know if they had any money, and I can't say that they lied, but they did say, silver and gold. How?
Why would they be there without money? It's kind of
Not
like,
everybody that goes to the temple really have money. I mean, that's the reality. Not everybody have money.
who would come here without money
Well, they go there for different reasons. They go
to make a sacrifice?
They go to the temple to worship.
Right.
They may go to, I guess, spend time there in the temple, debating or whatever have you. Then, of course, there are sacrifices that are done.
How did they get here without no money? Because I imagine they travel here.
All I could tell you is this, Levan, I'm not going to go into doing any
No, but you-
eisegesis.
the
text says silver and gold.
Have I not?
The fella said we ain't got no money.
Yeah. Because
I don't think they was lying.
Because you don't need money. The thing I got for you, money can't buy this. Get up, boy.
Yeah.
And
Anyhow.
the Bible says, and immediately. You think he
And
need money after this?
that's the key thing. His ankles,
They recaptured their
they gained
strength.
strength.
Yeah.
And he jumped up.
Yeah.
And he was healed.
He was
So,
healed. And he went on singing and dancing and praising.
Yeah, praising God. Yeah.
Not in the position that he was found in, which makes him different from the man at the pool of Bethesda. He gone into the temple, jumping and dancing and singing and praising the Lord.
Yeah. His heart was in the
Completely
right
different
place. Yeah, his heart
from
was,
this boy with his pathetic self.
Yeah, whatever he was
over
doing.
by the pool of Bethesda.
Yeah.
Just
He was-
scrimshanking
He was
all
doing
about.
some things. Yeah, he was doing
And
some
Jesus
things.
say, you better be lucky I ain't kill you. Yeah, come from around here. And
Indeed.
the man quickly left because he realized that in order to change his situation, he had to change his position. That is the message in the text. And so the question becomes, he got manifestation without expectation, but somehow couldn't get beyond hesitation. I tell you, I feel the Church of God in me flaring up, and that's the problem with plenty people out there. You gotta get past the hesitation. Don't move. Freedom March. We'll be right back.
This is Freedom March.
This is Freedom March. Hello, thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Levan Miller. Welcome to Freedom March. You're listening to us on channel 103.5, the Beat FM, channel 224, that's on cable, 112 on Flow, and ILTV Studios over on Facebook. But wherever you're choosing to listen to us, thank you so much for listening to us here at Freedom March. I want to say a special hello to my friend Yvonne Roll from Kid Island. You remember her?
Yes,
She's from
Roles.
the Roles Resort. I also want to, there are people that continue to ask me about finding my barber. Put up the picture with me and Lady Patrice Ellis, the spiritual advisor. Everybody continues to say that they think I dye in my hair. I want to assure you all, there is no dye in my hair.
You have no gray hair?
I say I ain't got no gray hair, but the people say they look like my barber dye in my hair. And I want to assure them that maybe it is the radiance, maybe it is the illumination, maybe it is the effervescence of standing in the aura that is the presence associated with Lady Patrice Ellis. I don't know why my hair looks so black. I can tell you though that there are no chemicals in my hair. And so for all the people that said to me yesterday that I need to, just let age take me, I want to say that I am aging finer than leather, and that at any point the gray decides to come, I intend to let it come. There's absolutely no dye in my hair.
Yeah, but you're still young, so that's expected.
Yeah, but my whole beard's starting to turn white, Bradley.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, for those of you that are looking for my barber, because people continue to try to find my barber, he's Ali from where?
Fox Hill, right?
Yes.
Island.
Put up the Island Connect logo. So you go onto social media, and this is the logo that you're looking for. You click on it, either on Instagram or on Facebook, and all the information will be there, right? And then they can make your hair look like dye in it. That's how that sounds.
Interesting.
Because I assure you that there's no dye in my hair. So you tell Ali from Island Connect, and it's Connect with a K. You tell Ali from Island Connect that you want your hair to look just like how my hair look. And when he's done with you, my friend.
So what is he going to do? Suppose you have gray hair.
Oh, well, I don't know what he can do with
How
that.
is he going to get it black?
I know what he can do with that. I can tell you what he's doing to my hair.
It suggests that he's using dye somewhere.
But that's what that suggests to you. All I know is he could do for you what he's done for me, right? And if he do it the way he do it for me, my brother, you should have no issues. So please go and tell them I sent you. And that way you too could look sharper than a man in a coffin. You ever meet anybody sharper than a man in a coffin?
I'm trying to understand that analogy. But I can say
You
this.
ever see a poorly dressed person in a coffin?
No.
Okay.
No. It does seem as if when people are placed in a coffin,
Yeah. That's the
it
sharpest they
it
can
is
ever
at
look.
that time that they are at their best.
Yeah, sharper than a man in a coffin. And so he can do that for you right here. Every single week he does it for me, right? I'm going to kick you over there at some point. I'm trying to figure out what we could cut. I ain't sure.
Nothing.
Anyway. And also to my friends over at Kingsman Collection, let me say a special shout out to them as well while we're at it. And to the girls from BTC, right? The whole marketing team, Stacy and them, they're supposed to be giving us some mammogram screening coupons. So I'm going to wait to hear from my friends at BTC.
It's cancer
It is
awareness
Breast
month, right?
Cancer Awareness
Okay.
Month. For those of you who are uncertain about the state of your breast, remember I had been dubbed a breast specialist. So you could feel free to come to me. I will look at them. I will examine them thoroughly for you, and I will tell you whether or not I think you should speed and go and see your doctor, or whether or not you could take your time going. But either way, I would prefer that you actually go to the doctor, even after my preliminary examination, all for the purpose of science, eh? Because once it's for science, Bradley, you could get away with anything.
Indeed.
Yeah. And who else are we shouting out? The girls over at NIB. I want to say a special hello to them. And of course, Norma Thompson and the crew from over by Commonwealth Bank on Blue Hill Road. They're always fantastic to me, Bradley. And to the lady that I met at Scotiabank on Thompson Boulevard who gave me her pen. I want to tell you, she's sitting right at the concierge desk. Bradley, she's such a kind person. She said, "Why are you walking around without a pen, mister? You should have a pen." And I said, "Mom, I had a pen, but I was like the man at the pool of Bethesda, but every time I get a pen, Negroes come and they vacate me of my pen."
Right. Well, while you're giving a shout out to NIB,
Sure.
here's what I find to be very interesting about a case at NIB.
Yeah.
For the most part, I spent about 23 years of my life working for 4 banks. I am now 59 years old.
That's it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll be 60 next year.
Wow.
And so I've been trying to see how do I get myself lined up so that I could probably apply for maybe an early pension.
Early pension, yeah. That's what I want.
But NIB is saying that those 23 years that I worked for those banks, they can't find the contribution.
Who did you go and see?
I went to NIB.
My NIB contact. I shall
So,
send Bradley.
I'm
You
trying
want
to
help
follow-
or you don't want help?
Yeah, I want some help.
My
but-
NIB contact. This is a coded message. I will send Bradley over there to you, and I want Bradley to get assistance. Look at Bradley. You don't want to just help him? He could use some help. So I'm going to send you tomorrow.
I need it. As a matter of fact, listen, NIB, I am so poor, I only have one God. That's how poor I am.
Wow.
So I need this little couple of dollars when I turn 60
Yeah.
to at least be able to...
When is
take
your
it-
birthday?
February 25th.
I think you may have already missed the window.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you have to apply for it. And coach me through this if I'm incorrect. I think you have to apply for it during the month of your birthday. I think it is. There's some association with it.
There's a
on your
window,
birthday.
yeah. So if
Right.
so then if I can't get in before 60, I'll have to wait for 65.
I'm going to send you to my contact.
Okay.
Contact.
But you understand my point, right? How is it that I worked for 23 years for these banks?
You wasn't checking your NIB
But
contribution,
they
Bradley?
say, NIB says, they have no record.
This is why you work for the government. They always just pay your NIB.
But you mean to tell me, I don't think those banks was breaking the law. The reputable banks. I worked for Chase Manhattan Bank.
What that mean?
Just give me a second. I worked for Chase Manhattan Bank.
Oh, boy.
In the 80s, I worked for Barclays Bank. I worked for First Caribbean.
You sound like man who say they sure their wife don't sweetheart. Oh, she's a good wife. She don't sweetheart. You
Honestly,
can't
think
prove
those,
that.
You think those banks allow me working
Yes.
and not making any
Yes.
contribution?
You mean and you not check? Absolutely.
That's not possible, though. You know this 23 years?
Why is Bradley sitting here in bewilderment?
Do you know how much is 23 years?
Yes, less than 24 years. Why didn't you check? Do you know that it's your account and you have a right to check on it whenever you desire and that no one could stop you from checking on it?
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, bless the Lord, oh my soul.
I
and
need to
all
get.
that is
I need
within
to
me.
get the bottom of this. But somebody in NIB said to me that apparently during the Ingram era, that NIB was doing a transfer from one system to the next, and they lost a considerable amount of records.
That have nothing to do with you.
I know.
Did money come with your salary?
Yeah, well, of course.
Well,
and
that's all
I
you
used to
care about.
check my pay stubs, and I used to see where a certain amount of money used to come out to go to NIB. I saw it.
Okay, well then, to my contact, look at Bradley. Bradley, let them look at you. Bradley don't look like he could use some help.
Don't forget, NIB, I am so poor. I only have one God.
Wow,
Why some of them, some other folks, they got plenty,
wow,
but I just clinging to just one.
wow.
So
You all help
I can
Bradley.
need that little thing, eh? When
Yeah, so my
get
contact
60.
is going to take good care of you. I promise you.
Indeed.
If they can't fix it, my brother, it can't fix. Okay?
Indeed.
All right. So I say that there are calls now, Bradley, for there to be a general election. I'm going to open the phone line.
Who's
for this.
calling for that?
The leader of the opposition.
Oh.
What do you mean, who? And I want to let the Prime Minister know that it is a tactic of manipulation. And I want the Prime Minister to also not take no advice from no leader of no opposition. Because why would he do that? Why would he listen to anything the leader of the opposition have to say? That makes no sense to me, right? And so, I don't know. I thought about it. And I know people say that, oh, we shouldn't talk about the election or the by-election until the period of mourning is over. I want to disagree with that.
No, the Prime Minister actually mentioned that. I think that is true. I really think
I wanna disagree with that.
You should give the family
Yeah,
some
I hear what you all
respect.
think. I want to disagree with that. And I'll tell you why. Politics is not that kind of game.
Yeah, I know.
Politics is not that kind of game.
It's a
and the
dog.
last thing I'm going to do is sit here and pretend like we don't know exactly what is at stake. We know that this would be considered or will be considered a defining moment historically and politically. So why I go play possum like I know an election is pending? That would be foolhardy to do so. Why would I, being fully aware that there is no way around an election of some sort, pretend like I want to talk about an election?
Well,
You remind me of the people who know they got stage 2 prostate cancer, and the doctors say they got stage 2 prostate cancer. The doctor ain't say you have stage 2 prostate cancer, and us not talking about it won't make the cancer go away. You know, like how the people that say,
You have to get treatment,
the
right?
doctor say I got little sugar. The doctor ain't say you got little sugar, he say you diabetic. And not talking about it won't make the diabeticness any less diabetic-y. So the best thing to do is let's talk about it. That way we actually have a direction. We've already paid homage. The flags are at half-mast. I want to say congratulations, man, to my friends in the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Bradley, they've finally found the correct way to half-mast flags. They couldn't get that for years. I mean, it used to just confound them. Every single time we had a half-mast in exercise, the police force have one bunch of nonsense going on. But praise the Lord, they look like they've been delivered. And so, you know, this is so wonderful when you put a woman in charge sometimes, you know. Women definitely get the aesthetics correct. All the time. They don't miss. And so every single station I passed today, including the police training college, the flags were properly at half-mast. They used to be doing one bunch of foolishness. The police flag half-mast, or full mast, the national flag half-mast. And some people telling me some ridiculousness. And I haven't checked over at NIB, because I know they usually don't get it right over there either. NIB, you know who I mean. Make sure they fly in them flag properly at half-mast over there, because they never just get it right. And some...
so what's the right way to do it?
No flag shall fly higher than the national flag.
Okay.
So if the national flag at half-mast, what in God's name NIB flag doing up at Danger Lem?
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
And the police used to do the same nonsense. You got the national flag midway the pole, the police flag high as the wall of Jericho. That sounds sensible. And at some point, if you can't fly the other ones at half-mast, take them down.
So what is the correct wording? Because they do say that from this day to this day, the flag will be lowered at half-mast. Now, does that mean, is that automatic for other flags to be under the half-mast?
Every other flag
Should be under half-mast.
should be half-masted.
Okay.
Every other flag. It certainly shouldn't be higher than half-mast.
Okay.
And if you can't fly them less than half, then take them down. It's as simple as that. And I don't care what nobody, I don't care how much button on this man uniform. A fool is a fool, even if you decorate him.
Wow.
All he is, you know what he is? A decorated fool.
No, I won't call him a fool. I think that's a strong word to use.
What do you call somebody that exudes foolish behavior, Bradley?
I want to be careful with this because we do have some instructions in the book about calling people a fool.
What do you call someone who exudes foolish behavior?
What do you call that?
A fool.
Okay.
Remember the man who filled the barns with wheat? What did the Bible
Yeah,
call
Jesus
that?
says, thou fool.
Okay.
This night your very soul to be required.
Yeah, because you are planning for something you have no power for, yes? It is foolish to do so.
Yeah.
And if you behave like a fool, I should call you?
Well, I guess you probably can call a person a fool as long as there's cause to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you say that the reason you fly in the organization's flag is because no one in the organization is dead, but the national flag is at half-mast, what should I call you? A fool. Yeah, and that's how I feel about it. So there are calls for a general election. I will tell the Prime Minister to don't listen to these people.
I haven't heard that, you know.
Okay, let's go to the clip. Producer, let's play the clip with the leader of the opposition calling for a general
Really?
election.
When
Yeah.
he did that?
Producer,
When he do that?
what you mean? He do it on the news. You don't watch the news?
It all depends on which news.
Well, there's only one news to watch, my brother. Eyewitness News. You watch some other news?
Well, I watch other news. I listen to some other stations. Yeah.
I don't even know.
Just to get.
I don't even know if the other stations on my TV working.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I just listen to Eyewitness.
But I like to listen to all to see who's reporting what. You know what I mean?
I go where I know I could trust the news, my
Well, that's
friend.
deep.
Because you know some of them other news
deep.
people just put the wrong people picture with the wrong people there. Could you imagine? Open it up the newspaper, Bradley, and you in there.
Yeah, they're editing saying, can you sue?
I don't know. What would you sue for?
I don't know.
But could you imagine reading about how dead you is? That's why I don't trust them other news people. I just go where I know the news is right. And that's what I with this news, my friend. Because
Indeed.
I can't take the chance of quoting someone who ain't correct.
Yeah, with the wrong information.
Yeah. And I never just find Eyewitness News having that problem, and that's why I just listen to them. We have the clip from the leader of the opposition. Where's the producer?
He's on the job.
We'll get that. We'll get the clip at some point. But the leader of the opposition is calling for a general election. I disagree.
Did he
with
say
it.
why?
I want to let you hear the clip. I disagree with it. I think let them go and fight in their little league down there. Let the prime minister call the election. Let all them bunch of third party go kill one another. And whoever emerges, you just show them why you is the government when you get into parliament. Here's the thing. Do you know how much things you will have to promise this close to an election as the government? Why would you put that stress on yourself?
They're already doing it. What's gonna happen in December?
We are also in the middle of a
Excuse me.
hurricane window.
Yeah, November the 30th. We got
Yeah, why would I be running?
Full 2 months, basically.
Why would I be contesting an election in that? What if a hurricane happened?
Well, that's if.
Yeah. Why would I put myself through that?
That's if, though.
Yeah, you know what none of these opposition parties would have to deal with? The hurricane. So, since I busy governing, I ain't got time for this. You all go have this little one-seat competition. Now, I'll tell Brave Davis, if I was Brave Davis, I'll call whatever you want me to call Michael if you vacate that Long Island seat, because I want that. I want that from you all. See, winning that seat for the PLP would mean something. You follow me?
Indeed.
Yeah, but Golden Isles is of no consequence to them. It is neither here nor there. But if you all vacate the Long Island seat, we can talk about it. Let's talk about that. You follow me? So I don't see it being of any consequence. Let's go to the clip from the leader of the opposition, producer, calling for an early election.
Your party started discussing by-election?
We're discussing general election. Given the financial challenges that the Bahamian people are facing, it would be interesting to see whether or not this government is prepared to again, as they did in West Grand Bahama, spent over we believe $10 million on one seat, while there are many roofs that are still leaking in West Grand Bahama. Many houses are compromised in different ways. The administration center is not fully open. The school is not fully open. Bahamians have real life bread and butter issues that the government needs to dedicate resources to. A general election will give one party or another a new mandate, and so he ought to go to a general election.
And so consequently what he's saying is that there is no real value in the Golden Isle seat. That's exactly what that means. He's saying exactly what I'm saying. There is no real value in the seat. Because what he cannot be saying is that he disagrees with the law that a by-election should be held in 90 days. He can't be disagreeing with that.
Sorry. Producer, forgive me. In my head, honestly, I was distracted. I got something going on personally that I need to deal with. Producer, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Play the clip again for me, please, sir. Let me listen carefully this time. Cause I gotta be careful of you.
Your party started discussing by-election?
We're discussing general election. Given the financial challenges that the Bahamian people are facing, it would be interesting to see whether or not this government is prepared to again, as they did in West Grand Bahama, spent over we believe $10 million on one seat, while there are many roofs that are still leaking in West Grand Bahama. Many houses are compromised in different ways. The administration center is not fully open. The school is not fully open. Bahamians have real life bread and butter issues that the government needs to dedicate resources to. A general election will give one party or another a new mandate, and so he ought to go to a general election.
But the Progressive
But I
Liberal
didn't
Party has
hear
a
him
mandate.
suggest that it doesn't make any sense fighting for Golden
He
Knives.
just said.
I didn't hear that.
He just said he is thinking about a general election. He can't imagine that the government would do what it did in West End while Bahamians are still having issues with their house roofs leaking and whatever other issues he mentioned, because he says the PLP spent $10 million in West End. That's according to Michael Pintat. I don't know how he verifies that information.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of high.
It's hogwash.
Yeah, it's kind of high.
Right?
10
No,
million.
no, it's a lie, is what it is. There is no way for him to
Let me ask you a
verify
question.
that claim.
Did the PLP ever say how much they did spend?
Not that I am aware of. So how would Michael know?
So he should.
Is he clairvoyant?
He should have used the word allegedly.
So again, so he lying then.
Well,
How is he verifying this
I don't
information?
know. I don't
or
know.
He just like thinking.
I thought people say $1 million. Most people are saying $1 million.
Most elections cost $1 million a man.
But what I am getting from him though is that you would spend money on a by-election.
Sure.
And you're also going to spend money on a general election.
Sure. Which do you think would cost more?
The general election is going to cost more.
Okay.
All right. So I guess he's saying, why dump money on all two when you could just do one? That's what I'm getting from that.
Or he could realize that the governing party takes no advice from the opposition, firstly. Secondly, the people deserve representation. Thirdly, the government has a mandate. They're certainly not interested in finding out if the people want to give a new mandate because they haven't finished the mandate they were. That's what's wrong with the last FNM. They haven't finished the mandate they was given yet. So why would I prematurely ask the people, do you want a new mandate when I ain't finished the mandate they give me? It sounds very Hubert Minnesy. And that was foolish behavior, right? And you know how I feel about people that practice foolish behavior? You should call them a fool. Okay, so what he is saying, in essence, is that the Golden Isle seat is not of a big enough consequence for the government to even consider it. The government still has 2/3 of the parliament, Bradley. Why would they not waste, let me retract the word waste. Why would they spend the effort in Golden Isles?
You see now, Levan, that is something that's in your head, but 99.9% of the people don't agree with you on that.
Which 99% of the people?
All the calls yesterday disagree with you.
They were all PLPs. They're all PLPs, and some.
So what opinion really matters in a situation like this?
But because we just had the polls that suggested to us that the PLP and the FNM together only make up for about 50% of the voting electorate. That means there are 50% of the people out there that could be swayed either way. What do they think? Because I don't care what PLPs think on this matter.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If there is a by-election, I assume there's going to probably be one that the PLP is going to go after that seat in Golden Isle.
And run who?
I guess I don't know who they're
This is my point. Why would you create that level of infighting?
I don't know who
you
they're
can't
gonna
run
run.
Mike. If you run Mike and Mike loses, you just destroy
Michael
his political career.
Michael O'Keefe is not going to.
Okay.
I got word that he's not going to run in Golden Isles.
Okay, because
He's
you will
gonna
destroy him.
He's going to stay in St. Barnabas.
You will destroy if he runs in Golden Isles and loses. He's destroyed.
He's
He
out of the
cannot go
equation,
back.
though. He's out.
Okay,
So forget
so
about
who
him.
are you gonna run?
They're going to find somebody.
And why? Okay, what is that person going to bring into the fold or the fray of the Progressive Liberal Party as it stands today that will make their governance any better? Who are they going to go get?
They're going to find somebody to run. They're going to go after it. They're going to go.
Okay. So they say Darren Pickstock. Darren Pickstock is already in the Senate. He is already contributing to the government. What other? If the Prime Minister thought he was so brilliant, he would bring him into the cabinet through the Senate.
They're gonna leave the 90.
It would make no
90
sense.
and 9. They're gonna leave the 99, and they're going after that one. It is what it is.
Okay. And when Byron Brown beat the daylight out of them down there, right? Now the PLP has to do damage control. And why would you put yourself in that position?
They could put a spin on it
What spin?
and say it's only one seat.
Then why did you contest it? If I was the Prime Minister, I'll tell Michael Pintard, you know something? I'll consider an election if you consider vacating Long Island. And see what he'll say.
Well,
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I guess to you.
And if Michael Pintard was any kind of politician at all, they would have vacated Long Island during the by-election of West End and share in the victory, rather than go down in West End and get pummeled. And the boy beat the candidate so bad, it was almost no need to call the election beyond a certain point. I know, I was there. I was on the ground.
I tell you what we could do. We can get a feedback.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the callers.
Yeah.
I can give them a whole hour today. I wanted to give them an hour and a half.
And we want to hear a balanced view from both sides. Well,
So that means, Anton, don't use the cell phone jammer today.
yeah, we already got an Anton opinion, so we just want to hear from some other folks.
Berenice, you don't turn yours on either.
Yeah.
People without cell phone jammers call me. Because I can't tell you why they would contest Golden Knights, but we'll talk about it on the next side of the break. This is Freedom March. We'll be right back.
This is Freedom March.
Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Levan Miller. Bradley Rowell, the spiritual advisor extraordinary and plenipotentiary, is here with me. And Bradley, you want to go to birthdays?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do birthdays.
Let's do some birthdays quickly. We got some birthdays today. Where are we? So, Producer. Okay. Sister Jax. Today is Brother Jack's wife, Sister Jax, birthday. She's gracefully enjoying her 61st birthday today. So happy birthday to Sister Jax, coming from your husband, your children, and your family, and also from us here at Freedom March. Okay, Sister Jax, happy birthday to you, and we hope you live to enjoy many, many more. Kenny Lewis, wishing my son Kenny Lewis and Freeport Grand Bahama happy birthday. May the Lord forever bless you, and that you live to enjoy many more in perfect health and strength. From your mother, Enid Francis, better known as Super Blessed Mommy. They love you. Happy birthday to Kenny Lewis. Mika Hepburn, happy greetings, birthday greetings to Mika Hepburn. Greetings from your sons, TJ and DJ, Mother Rochelle Roma over in Cat Island, and also family and friends. So happy birthday to Mika Hepburn.
Yes, happy birthday.
Also, brother and sister Jax are celebrating their 37th anniversary.
Wow.
And also celebrating 40 years together. Jax, it's almost a perfect relationship, my brother. Congratulations to you both. No doubt you love each other, and you understand the commitment to stay married.
Wow.
Celebrating 37 years together. Wow. Congratulations to you both. We hope you live to enjoy many more, and please do enjoy your wedding anniversary. Brother Jax, you look good there, my brother. You and the wife, perfect couple, man. God bless you both, okay? Enjoy. All right. That's it.
That's everybody?
Seems like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you want to open the phone lines?
Yeah,
Let's give them the number.
323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. You can call us so we can discuss. Mind you, I must say that I do agree with the principle that the Prime Minister has laid out as it relates to the death of the former Member of Parliament, for Golden Isles, one member. That there's a time for mourning. I think we should give that time, respect his family, and give them the space that they need to start this healing process, and also the plans for his memorial, which is tonight. Is it?
It is tonight,
I think his memorial is tonight, and then I think his funeral is going to be sometime around the 17th of October. We'll look it up again. But once again, condolences to Mr. Vaughn Miller's family, his wife, his children, and all those, his church friends, his ZNS family, all those he has contacted, the constituents. Condolences to you all on the passing of a good person, Vaughn Miller. Indeed. 323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello.
Hey.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Spiritual and Miller, how y'all doing?
Hey, Antoine.
The phone jammer.
Last good afternoon.
Yeah, what's happening?
Listen, before I say anything, Miller, I listened to you earlier. This is what drove me to call it, right? Spiritual.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of that famous, most sinful, very sinful alcoholic beverage called, which that male caller, that black male caller, introduced Senator to? Spiritual.
Tennyson Wells?
No. There was a caller who used to call in and tell former Senator Rodney Moncrief about the most sinful drink that he introduced him to, that Senator grew to love. What's the name of that drink?
Oh boy. Mind you, somebody reminded me about it.
Was it forking out?
Was it what?
Forking out.
Forking out?
Yes. Mr. Miller, I believe you had a few of those forking hers before you came on air today. The reason why I said it is this.
Yeah.
There is only one breast specialist and connoisseur in the Bahamas. and he learned from the best.
Wow.
God rest his soul.
Wow.
He learned from the best.
Wow.
And his name is not Levan Miller.
Wow.
So I say to you, Mr. Miller, you are not saved because you do not massage the breast when you are checking for lumps.
Listen to me.
You need it. You need it.
Yes.
Like a baker in the kitchen kneading dough.
Of course.
And my brother, y'all got me.
And my brother, if I need your breast,
y'all sure got me.
Now, look here. What are the comments? And then I'm out of here. So I can make way for you all to hear from the other people.
Right.
Well, let me say good afternoon to the nation. My apologies.
Indeed.
Listen, Mr. Miller. Just like every vote counts, every single vote counts, every single constituency in this country counts.
Agreed.
And it's just as important.
Agreed.
Every constituency for the Progressive Liberal Party. If we are going to pull a Mia Motley, it starts now.
Yeah.
It don't start 2026.
Okay.
We are going to annihilate them. And Brian Brown, we are going to keep him out in the field, working hard for the next 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
Ain't nothing happening for him.
Wow.
Ain't nobody go into the losing, the lousy, the NF, the failed, incompetent Free National Movement. They are sticking with the winning team of Philip Brave Davis and the Brave Tsunami, which is coming in 2026. Blessings to you all.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Antoine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Antoine don't understand, you know, my brother. If I need your breast for you, it's like touching the hem of the garment. You know what? You know about touching the hem of the garment?
I've heard a biblical story about that.
Listen, when you touch the hem of the garment,
it's for healing.
Your life will be made whole.
That's deep.
If I need your breast, my dear. Hello, caller, welcome to Freedom March. Your life will be made
Freedom
whole.
March.
Hey.
Listen, Levan. Spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Give me 2 minutes. I can be sure like Antoine today.
We were trying to get some new callers, man.
But listen to me. Let the new callers call. Your phone open to everybody.
Go ahead.
When they're ready to call, they will call. But let me say this. If this was a by-election in St. Anne's or a by-election in Long Island, I could have see you saying what you were saying, Levan. Don't bother it. But a seat like Golden Arts, it can go either way. FNM or PLP.
But you are now.
The PLP has the seat now.
Yeah.
This is a good test run for the PLP. If the PLP runs, which I doubt will happen, but let's just say, if the PLP runs and lose this seat, I said if, the PLP know that they have a lot of work to do. Okay?
Here's the thing,
people's mind is already made up, you know.
Winning the seat, caller, puts them in a worse position, and here is why I say.
If they win the seat what's the name, Mike?
Yeah.
If they win the seat with him, they don't have to worry about the cabinet seat. He already is in the cabinet.
Agreed. But can you imagine the amount of promises? You know, they are actually being considered operating in the deficit in West End because of the amount of promises they've made versus the amount that they've been able to deliver.
Okay.
And it's because
let me say this
delivering
in
in
closing.
government
I
takes
got to say this in closing. Like I said, I want to be sure I can turn so some other people can call in. I am willing. Once the PLP put a candidate in there, I don't gamble. I don't wager. What I will do for any COI, any DNA, I would let them put $100 in an envelope, and I would put 300. And if they win, any one of them win, they can take the envelope. The FNM, I'll put $200. I'll put $100. I'll put $200 against $100. I'll put it in an envelope. If they beat the PLP, they can pick up the envelope.
All right. Thank you.
9 betting, 9 gambling.
Yeah.
I just rewarding them for their faith.
Indeed.
They have good faith.
All right.
Yeah.
323-777-569-80775. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good day.
Hi.
Hey, this is Conky Joe. How y'all gentlemen doing?
Hey, Conky Joe.
Listen, tell them two callers, Anton and Mr. Leonard, tell them the COI ran in this election, yeah? The payment people fed up with this government, bro.
Yeah.
Immigration out the door, everything just going haywire. We going with the COI, we going black. We can paint the Bahamas black.
Wow.
Thank you, James.
All right, appreciate you.
Take care. 323-7775.
You want to risk this?
You hear the man?
323-775-698.
COI.
0775.
The coalition.
Hello, caller.
What does Fred Mitchell call them?
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm trying to reach Freedom March.
Man, but listen,
You
if
reached
you reach
it.
any further than this, you'll be sitting at the desk with
Your
us.
miracle has been answered, my friend.
I'm calling to comment on the conversation as it pertains to what a possible by-election or whatever type of election in Golden Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a lot of people who calling and what are people discussing, they seem not to understand 21st century politics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, as we speak, there are 13 swing constituencies of the total amount of 39 constituencies which exist.
Mm-hmm.
These 13 constituencies are in New Providence.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Isles is a part of the 13.
Mm-hmm.
All those constituencies out there in what we may call the Northwest, Golden Isles, Carmichael, Southern Shore.
That's the Southwest, but go ahead.
Yeah, the Southwest, Coral Pines, and Mount Moriah. Those 5 constituencies are the graveyards of incumbent politicians. In the last quarter of a century, no incumbent from no party ever won a back-to-back term in those. Those 5 are the graveyards of incumbents over the last 25 centuries. We have Leslie Miller, we have Arnold Forbes out there, we have Desmond Bannister, we have John Kerry, we have Daniel Johnson, we have Arnold Cole Smith, a whole bunch. It's the graveyard for incumbents.
Mm-hmm.
So this foolishness, when I hear a bunch of people talking, man, they ain't know that about 21st century politics.
Yeah.
Okay?
I agree with you.
This is serious business.
I agree.
No government could win, no political organization could win government unless they win the swing.
Unless they win the Southwest, yes.
The swing constituencies will determine the outcome of the general election.
We agree.
Every political party needs the swing vote. Another thing, the PLP nor the FNM do understand the swing voter.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Swing voters are the most dangerous politically group of voters in this country.
Yes.
They have no allegiance to PLP nor FNM, and every 5 years they swing. Right now, between victory and defeat, the line is razor thin.
Yes.
There's a big difference between what happened in West End. West End was one PLP from time immemorial.
Yeah.
If you know the history of it. So someone tried to compare West End and with Golden Eye. They ain't know what
They ain't know what they're talking about. I agree. I agree. We agree, caller. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree. And besides, West End had big time MP. You can't compare a Vaughn Miller to the likes of an Obi Wilsham. All right? Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
You're live, caller. Go ahead.
Hey, caller.
Hello?
Hi. You live?
Hello?
Hi.
I'm holding on to spiritual advisor.
Hold on no longer, my dear. You have the spiritual advisor wrapped in your arms. Don't listen to your radio. Listen to me.
I'm listening. Should I just talk now?
Yeah, just talk.
Yeah, spiritual advisor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm wondering, and I wanted to talk to you since a couple of Sundays ago when Bishop Jennings was on TV.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you if your church is a part of his church, the church that he talked about.
No, ma'am.
It's not a part of that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Okay.
All right. Take it. 323-777-5698. Welcome to Freedom March. Call your live.
Yes, good afternoon. How you all doing?
Good.
We're doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah, Spiritual and Levan.
Yes,
I
yes.
just want to ask a question.
Mhm.
You know that Golden Isle seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You all know that's a swing seat.
Yes.
Which constituency was it when Mr. Miller, Honorable Vaughn Miller, win his first seat?
Golden Isle.
And which party was that?
Golden Isles with the Free National Movement.
Okay, secondly, the last election, right, you know, the percentage, which island had the lowest turnout of voters? Was it Grand Bahama or Nassau?
I don't have that information right in front of me, but I'm gonna say New Providence.
New Providence.
Yeah.
So that means a lot of people didn't vote.
Correct.
Lastly, like I say, Spiritual and Levan, the people is watch and judge what the government and the MP do for their constituency.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say on that.
All right.
I know Mr. Miller, he was a good MP, like people said, but a lot of people don't see it. But I think that will be a good contested race for all parties.
Yeah, but the question I continue to ask is, who will they send? You cannot run the risk of losing Mike. You can't run that risk.
I agree with you with that.
You will destroy his political career.
I agree.
Okay, so who do we send? Because making the statement is tongue in cheek almost. Mike is the best option to send.
Agree.
But he's the only collateral damage I don't think they could afford.
See, I think they can send him because he already started something in St. Barnabas.
And because he's in the could you imagine a cabinet minister getting beat?
Well, a lot of other cabinet ministers get beat in the past.
Yeah, cabinet ministers get beat in the switch of mandates. You follow me?
I got you.
But imagine Barkus Roll ain't in the cabinet. Leonardo Lightburn ain't in the cabinet. Leon Lundy still only a minister of state. Imagine we have somebody in the cabinet contest an election, get the daylight speed out of them. What you think the line of people standing behind them gonna say? This the fella y'all have in the cabinet? He can't even win no seat.
Yeah.
Now his political life is on the line. And you create infighting in your organization.
But if you don't try, nothing will happen.
But you can't lose a war you ain't fight.
Wow. Powerful.
You can't lose a war you ain't fight.
You said that Michael Alkitis is the cabinet minister?
He is.
But I think they should send him, though.
You follow what I do I think Mike is the best go? Yes. Can we afford to lose him against a candidate that has been on the ground not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 8 consecutive years campaigning?
But you see the list who they sending, right?
Byron Brown is the nominee.
Oh, Byron get that?
Yes, and he's been on the ground campaigning for the last 8 years.
So he's the candidate for who? The PLP?
For the Free National Movement in Golden Isles.
Wow.
How are you going to beat a man that's been on the ground for 8 years and according to folklore, was the reason Vaughn won against Mike and was the reason Vaughn beat a juggernaut in politics like Michael Alkitis to begin with? You see what I'm saying to you?
I got you, but guess what?
And he never left the constituency, even when his candidate defected and went to the other side. The man stayed on the ground.
Yeah, but you could campaign for the past 20 years or whatever and still get beat.
I agree, but who do you think has the so in war, right? They would have this thing called an ambush, right? And the person most likely to have an ambush is the person that got on the ground first and was able to set up an ambush.
Right.
Who do you think in this position is most likely to set up an ambush? It have to be the fella that was there for 8 years.
Exactly.
Because he simply has more ground covered.
Yes, yes.
Now, people say Michael was a good MP. Here is what those people are not factoring in. Michael Halkitis was the MP 9 years ago. That means for every year, we graduated children out of grade 12. You agree?
Right.
None of those people have, it's like, I didn't vote in the election of 1992, but I was alive. You follow me?
I got you.
By the time as the election of 2002 came around, the only fella I could have think about voting for was Hubert Ingram. Not because I didn't witness Lyndon Pinland, but because he wasn't in my psychology enough because of my age.
Right.
The only thing those people who graduated in the 9 years has had to witness was Vaughan Miller.
Right.
So what would give Michael the advantage going back there?
No, I like you say, he's a good candidate to go there.
But if you lose him, my brother, it'll be the end.
I agree.
Okay. All right, let's take some more calls.
Y'all take care.
Yeah. 323-777-5698-077. Best candidate, can't afford to lose him. Hello, brother. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, good day. We saying, Levan?
Papa, you can live until the day you die. When Anton called, I said in my mind, and I was about to say right after that call there, that I haven't heard from Papa in a long time. Papa, so good to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
So you can live until the day you die. You comfortable with that?
Huh?
You are going to live until the day you die. You comfortable with that?
Yeah, I wish I could have lived longer than that. Whatever that is.
All right, buddy. What's up?
I wish I could live forever, but I guess the only way to do that is eternal life. Good day, spiritual advisor.
Good day. How you doing?
Thank God for life, as usual. Levan,
hey, buddy.
I want to say a couple of things quickly. So I don't take long. Levan, he made a lot. Levan, I kind of agree with everything what you say, how you put it and everything, but I get a solution for it. With what you talk about with Michael Halkitis. Go straight to a general election. Don't just do a by-election.
But that don't benefit the government either, Papa.
Okay, why?
Because the government already has a mandate. The government was given a 60-month mandate. Why would they vacate a 60-month mandate in 48 months?
Yeah, that happened before.
Okay, it happened
and the person that did that, and the person that did that, and the person that did that,
Remember Uriah McPhee?
Uh-huh.
All right. He had must be a year or something to go. Listen to me. These things that happened before, and these things could happen.
No,
either
disagree.
or either, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, whatsoever, even if you have a by-election in that area, how do people feel in that area right now? It's a big possibility how the majority of us feel all over the country. All right. So, yes, I believe that Michael Halkitis might be the best person. But whosoever they spend, the people mind already make up what they could do.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how you feel it, but I hear what you say, why do that, a general election. But it's like, I don't know to say it's like a gamble, but, and I see, you go all out there, right, and still lose the seat, right?
Now you're playing from behind.
Huh?
If you go out there and lose the election, now you're playing from behind. Why would you risk that?
Huh?
If you go in Golden Isles, let's just say you send Mike and $1 million in Golden Isles, right?
Or 10 million.
Well, I can't
That's the point is what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't matter how much you send.
No, but I'm saying, and you lose. Now you would be playing from behind.
I think they're playing from behind right now.
Well, okay, sure. But here's the thing, right? Not sending a candidate is also a wonderful way to test how popular you are. Because when the votes come in, you would be able to see whether 51 or 52...
You say not sending a candidate?
Yes. Listen to me, Papa. I imagine that if there is no PLP candidate, PLPs won't vote. You following what I'm saying to you?
You say PLPs wouldn't vote?
If there's no PLP candidate.
No, man. Get some PLPs out there, man. They're ready to vote.
Listen to what I'm saying. Okay. In mass...
Please let me go for the break. I want to send condolences to my friend. I don't know if you and Spiritual Advisor of the world know. That was my friend.
Go ahead now.
The what?
Go send your condolences, Papa.
Well, you getting to a break, brother.
All right. Anyway, hold to the break then. We'll be right back after the break. This is Levan Miller. We're on Freedom March. It's 103.5 to Beat FM. We're on channel 224. That's cable. Channel 112. That's on Flow. We're on ILTV Studios. That's on Facebook. Don't move. Freedom March. We'll be right back. This is Freedom March.
Experience the difference with BTC's fixed services. Whether you're working from home or enjoying family time, BTC ensures you're always in touch with the people and moments that count. BTC isn't just a service, it's a lifestyle. Stay connected, stay inspired, and live your best life. BTC.
This is Freedom March.
Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Levan Miller. You're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224 on cable, channel 1121 Flow, and of course ILTV Studios on Facebook. But wherever you're listening to us, thank you so much for listening to us. I'm not saying it for you if you are already listening to us. I'm saying it so that you can call your friends and invite them to come and join us over here as well. All right? We have Tanya on the line. Hello, Tanya. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller, and good afternoon, Spiritual Advisor. It's your girl, Tanya, coming to you live from Shop Smart Department Store, your miracle right here on Mackey, where we say we're here for you for whatever season of your life and for everyday living. And yes, as you can see, we are in the Halloween season, and I'm giving you a tour of the Shop Smart costume department. We've got costumes here for every member of the family. I'm talking about from the little itty bitty babies all the way to the adults. We have got aisles upon aisles of pure costume bliss. If they're looking for the tutus, if they're looking for the unicorn, if they're looking for the action heroes, Shop Smart has got them all for you. You're looking for something in Spider-Man, whatever the age, you're looking for something furry and cute. You're looking for these beautiful princess, whether it is Snow White, Ariel, or the princess from Wicked. We've got you covered here at Shop Smart in our fully loaded department store. You're looking for those career day costumes, whatever type costumes you're looking for. We are bursting at the seams with everything that you will need for you and your family. We have got costumes for the pets as well, so no member of the family has been left out. Shop Smart is located at number 122 Mackey Street, and we are open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your shopping convenience. So, if you can't get in, you can always just reach out to us on our WhatsApp line. Our WhatsApp messaging line is 813-4397. That is 813-4397. Somebody is always standing by to assist you. Or you can give us a call at 698-1051 or 698-1052. Shop Smart Department Store, your miracle right here on Mackey, where we encourage you to shop early, to shop often, and to shop smart.
Indeed, thank you so much, Tanya. We have a producer. Please take me back to that birthday. I want to send a birthday shout out to I don't know how I missed this. I want to send a birthday shout out to Miss Lisa Smith from her husband, her daughter, and her son. So happy birthday, Lisa. I think we missed that one from the birthday shout out list earlier, Spiritual Advisor. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Hey, Papa.
Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. And good afternoon. I didn't get a chance to say good evening to the listeners all over the world, and good morning tomorrow, and it's playback again. It's sad to know I was one of the PLPs who was saying for a few months now, why don't our leader, why don't the Prime Minister, or suggesting to the Prime Minister to ring the bell? And it's sad to know that my friend had to die. People out there who might know, I don't know how to say it. I think I could say it just like this. He was my friend, and he is my friend, and I am his friend. So I feel that for him, maybe not as much as his mother, his wife, and VJ Jr., and sisters and brothers. I want to send condolence to all of them. But he gave me that name from he's on 1240 on the Christian station over there, say the mayor of Nassau Village. When he first did that, I tell him, say, man, that can make people don't like me more, man. But, over the years, I get to kind of get used to it. I don't consider myself as the mayor. He named a couple other people the mayor. The mayor from Freeport, he got one mayor over there. I think he might remember his brother Warren, who did that with us. But, I just want to say, like, he wasn't a politician to me, different from being my friend. He's just a decent, behaving human being out of all us billions in the world. I don't think he is perfect or nothing. But he was a decent one. I love him. He just like I say, he's like a brother to me. He's very close to me. So I feel that. And I don't know if spiritual advisor maybe could say something. I don't know if you get a chance to meet Brother Juan before to know of him.
Listen.
Generally speaking, right? When somebody dead, right? I want you to get back to that, what you're going to say, listen, right? But when somebody, before I forget, all the cloud, when somebody die, right? The soul, because I don't believe the soul is died, but you know more than me. What has happened? Where does it go? I know you never was dead before. You don't know how it is after you die. If you could talk to people or they around watching us. But, you know, we have conversations with them after they die. But I really miss Brother Juan. But just like LeVon and stuff, Brother Juan being around so long in my life, Brother Juan could have never been a politician to me. He sat down and talked to me with so much things. I can miss my brother, but that's a decent human being. I don't know why people is put up. I know we don't like one another, right? Some of us, right? But boy, when somebody dead, to rejoice or to judge how you think, where they gone and all that stuff and how their life is or their relationship with God, I really believe it's going too far. And we need to really pay attention to that, stop that foolishness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Papa.
Papa. Appreciate you.
Before you go, Papa, you there?
Yeah, I hear.
Get a playback of Luke chapter 16, and Jesus explains exactly what happens to you when you die.
Tell us in a nutshell.
Get a playback from Luke chapter 16. Let me ask a question. Do you remember when Vaughn used to go to Forsyth Baptist Church in Nassau Village?
Yeah, that's, you know, before they come in Nassau Village, right?
Yeah. You remember
he was there with them before they came in Nassau, because I forget what the bishop name. He passed away, right?
Yeah.
Kalma.
No? Kalma?
Yes, Kalma was the minister there.
Okay, but
this
on the corner by the
back, man.
Junction.
This back in the late
Yeah,
this back in the late 80s. That's where I met Vaughn for the very first time, to a Bible study on a Wednesday night. He was always a towering figure, and I struck him as being somebody very interesting after we had this Bible discussion. And from that day on, we built a very good relationship. So that's when I met Juan Bello, back in like 1988, thereabout, when he used to attend Forsyth Baptist Church in Nassau Village. Yeah. But get a playback of Luke chapter 16, gives you a very interesting scenario there about what happens.
Condolence to the Miller family, man.
Indeed,
everybody, Chanique Miller, everybody, man. Brother Juan could be missed.
Indeed.
Keep up the good work,
Yeah, thanks so much, Papa. Take care. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. We have any calls, producer?
Let's go to the line. Hello, caller.
Hi, Mr. Malone.
Hey.
Just permit me 30 seconds to say these two things. You made some good assumptions, right? When you had the caller, maybe two callers back, right?
Sure.
There was a gentleman. However, your assumptions aren't really aligned with our local politics. The reason why I say that is this. The young persons who would have graduated from high schools in the country, of course, they count, and they are part of our citizen population, and so they matter. But young people don't really participate, nor do they determine the outcome of politics because of their non-interest, right? Also, when you look at it doesn't matter, ultimately, it doesn't matter how long you've been serving in the vineyard or working in the field. And we have historical facts to justify and to prove that. Some of the most brilliant politicians, some of our political juggernauts were voted out. And some of these people, LeVon, they never ever leave the political field. Their constituency office never closed, whether we are in government or whether we are out of government. But they were also voted out of government, right? And so that part of it doesn't matter. What it really comes down to in our country, LeVon, is if the Bahamian people hate the leader of the country, the prime minister. And unfortunately for the PLP, Philip Brave Davis is loved. Thank you for the opportunity. God bless.
Appreciate you, hands-on.
Take care.
I think it's risky to calculate that young people won't show up. See, you cannot ever, spiritual advisor, bet your hand on someone's negligence. You follow me?
Okay.
I anticipate that if you have an election, everyone that could vote will vote. And I want to always be hedging my bets towards how to get the majority of the people to vote for me if everyone showed up. That's where I like to, you know what I mean? That is where I kind of like to practice my politics. So they asked me why did they need to contest the West End seat. Show me the video. I was actually trying to find the actual song. See, when you have a politician that have his own song that people want to dance in the road to, you contest that seat. Vaughn Miller is a phenomenal human being.
Yeah, but you realize you can't sell your case, right? And nobody's buying into it.
Play the Obi Wilson song. Play the Obi.
is the man? Who can run the land? Who is the man? Who can run the land?
And when you have big time sound like that, spiritual advisor, when you have become champion of the West, I think I heard, I think that's what Bacchus Rule referred to him as. I used to listen to my member of parliament when he talk in the parliament, you know. I actually only used to listen when the prime minister, the deputy prime minister, can you guess who else?
You're sending some very subtle, but you're sending some very subtle messages about Golden Isles, you know.
Like what?
Lack of greatness.
No, Warren Miller is a fantastic person.
Okay, so it's the same thing then.
He ain't no O.B. Wilchcombe.
Wow.
Nor does his representation in Golden Isles mirror the representation.
But that's what I just said you're doing. So now you're saying it.
No, because we could be equal and not the same.
Really?
You agree? Yes. A man and a woman is in a marriage. They're equals, they're just not the same.
So 59 and 61 is the same thing.
Only if you're Chicago line. 49 and 51 is the same thing. Oh boy. Anyway, let's take me to the clip with Minnis, and then I can go back to the phone line. So, and this is only because of what Anton said, right? And I believe that the Prime Minister now enjoys a level of popularity that the former one didn't, because of whatever the circumstances were. But, you know, you want to try not to be this guy. Let's go to Dr. Minnis, interviewed by the reporters.
I will be representing the people, whatever the people want me to do. I will represent Kalani, and I will run in Kalani.
Are you running independent in Kalani?
I'm running in Kalani.
Independent?
I'm running in Kalani. However it's done, you will know, because you will see Minnis' name on the ballot. And I've told my people as I go through, when you go to that poll, you look for Minnis, M-I-N-N-I-S. Many just say menace. It's not menace, it's Minnis. Thank you.
What is the man? But it ain't nothing like when you know you ain't popular.
Oh man, I missed that one. I didn't see that.
It ain't nothing like when you know you ain't popular. Nobody even cracked that joke, but he cracked that but himself.
Oh, Lord.
Ah, boy. And so if the Prime Minister was in that position, I would definitely say no. The Prime Minister is popular, yes. But again, when you consider the bet is just too expensive in my view. Here's the thing. If the COI, imagine this, man. Imagine the Progressive Liberal Party doesn't contest. The COI actually wins the seat. That obliterates Michael Pintard. Immediately, his leadership comes into question. And what we know is that Lincoln Bain got more than 300 votes in the by-election of West End and Bimini. And I put it to you that had the PLP not showed up in that race, the FNM may have very well lost to the COI. I put it to you.
Well, you're selling your case. I can guarantee the PLP is not going to buy it.
All right, don't listen to me.
But let's see. I think you were right. I heard from the minister, Michael Alkitis. He said he served, he won his seat twice.
Twice.
In 2002.
He served in both Christie administrations in 2012.
He said 2002 and 2012.
Yes.
All right, so I guess you were.
So this is his third time in the cabinet.
And he is a cabinet minister.
He is a juggernaut in politics.
He is CM7.
Yeah. Senior cabinet minister is what that means.
Yeah, he is CM7.
Because Loretta Turner advised us.
So he won twice.
Yes. But this is his third time in cabinet.
Okay.
I think he was a parliamentary secretary once. He
Michael
was Minister of
Alkitis.
State in the Office of the Prime Minister, and now he's Minister of Economic Affairs, yes?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, let's do this quickly. We must remind you that all birthday requests are to be in the day before the request is to be read. You cannot send it to me at 5:40 p.m. and want me to do it. I'm basically breaking protocol here. But happy birthday to Sean Herman McKinney. It's coming from his children, Xavier, Zandia, Abigail, brothers Kino, Wendell, Marvin, his sister Lantra. All right? So happy birthday. I can't tell the producer to put the photo up, but I did forward it. Happy birthday to, I'm not supposed to do this, Sean Herman McKinney. All the best to you, and we hope you live to enjoy many, many more. Also, happy birthday to Jetta Burrows, coming from his dad, George Burrows, and the rest of the family. All right, we sent it in, but you sent it too late. It's okay. Anyhow, back to you, Divine.
Phone lines 323-777-569-80775. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
That's who could duck. That's who could duck the answer, Menace.
M-I-N-N.
You gotta love Menace. It says
M-I-N-N.
many just say Menace, but it's.
Wow.
Welcome to
We got
Freedom March.
calls. Hello, caller.
Oh, God.
Hey, caller.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller.
Hey, buddy.
All is well. I'd like to say good afternoon to Spiritual Advisor and your show as well, Freedom March, and its listeners, viewers. One of your topics was the hot topic on the island today, which is the Golden Isles by-election, which is upcoming. Has to happen within the next 90 days, according to law. But to give you a brief history of Golden Isles has always chosen the winner of the general elections. All right? They always vote the winning seat and the winning party and administration into the election.
All right. Same as we said for South Beach. South Beach has never sat in opposition.
Well, this time may be different, but that's a different topic for a different day, Mr. Miller. Golden Isles, in its last 9 years, was not necessarily happy with its representation in the House of Assembly.
Sure.
I say that because I have lived in this constituency for approximately 2 decades.
Okay.
All right? I have voted in and voted out Mr. Maynard, Mr. Halkitis, and now Mr. Miller. The late Mr. Miller. Let me speak respectfully to him and his family who have my condolences.
Indeed.
Nevertheless, speaking purely politically, the residents out here are leaning towards a change, okay? Representatives need to understand that they need to do exactly that and represent the Bahamian people. Unreturned calls, unreturned emails, broken promises of visits and attending to matters, those things actually matter. All right? Now, the Progressive Liberal Party, which is the governing political party right now, are in a precarious position. If they run a candidate who they have not ratified as yet, they're already behind the ball because they do not have a fully ratified candidate. And they lose this next by-election. It will be a blow to that party.
Correct.
Because they are expected to have, as a matter of fact, a sympathy vote, and they have the incumbent seat.
And they have the resource.
And they have, they got access to the cookie jar, as the former Prime Minister would say.
Right.
They have access to the cookie jar. I would tell you right now, being on the ground for the past 4 years, that the Progressive Liberal Party is operating from behind. All right? They have welcomed the late Mr. Miller from the Free National Movement. Remember, he crossed the aisle in the House of Assembly.
Yes.
And the leader of the party asked the residents of Golden Isles to support him in the last election, which was 2021. 2021?
Yeah.
Okay. And like I say, the residents en masse are not necessarily happy with the representation. Now, what does that say for the PLP? If they were to lose this by-election, would that send a message that would potentially reverberate across the length and breadth of the archipelago? I anticipate so. And my predictions, my early predictions, being on the ground, living in this constituency for more than 2 decades, is to tell you that the margin of victory against the margin of vote against the ruling party right now is 3-2. I anticipate more than 60% of the voters, the registered voters, in Golden Isles. And according to the printed document from the Registrar General, there are 7,601 registered voters. That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
I questioned the number, but nevertheless, that was the number that he put out there in print. I don't see the Progressive Liberal Party winning the seat.
Okay.
At all. At all. One of the candidates, one of the aspirants they have, who should have run from the last election, they refused him a nomination. I wouldn't call his name. He's a proprietor in this area. He's well loved. He served in the military. He served in the national arena, national youth choir,
I know the name you're talking about.
At multiple levels.
Yeah.
I wouldn't embarrass him because he's a personal friend.
No, I know the name. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you know. Maybe the spiritual advisor knows as well. But the fact of the matter is this. Elections call for build-up. It calls for momentum.
Right.
And having the sympathy vote and hoping that persons will not show up to vote again, because remember, the last general election, 62% of all registered Bahamian voters did not show up at the polls.
Right.
For whatever reasons, disillusionment, whatever, they did not show up. This matters. So I would say to you, when we speak about election, we must understand what's happening on the ground. We must understand momentum, and we must also understand track record in your constituency.
Sure. Caller, so let me ask you this, caller, because here is my position on it, right? The Progressive Liberal Party can test their popularity and save their money by not contesting the seat. Let's just say, I don't know, out of 7,601, right? The Progressive Liberal Party doesn't send a candidate. And as a consequence, 4,000 voters do not show up at the poll. It would be a reasonable assumption that those 4,000 people, predominantly, not all of them, were PLP and didn't see a need to show up because they already have the government and there was no candidate for them to show up for. There are some people like myself who would still go to the poll and just vote because I like being a part of the process. And if I'm going to have a representative, I want a representative. I don't care what title he has. I want the best guy in the chair. So I may be PLP, but I still vote COI. I'm saying to you that the PLP, the thing that you're saying they are going to test in this election, can still be tested without a candidate. You follow me? You follow where I'm going with this?
I don't entirely agree with you, but I'm going to allow you to finish your point so I can respond.
Right, because if you do not run a candidate and then the majority of the voters do not show up, you could reasonably suppose that the reason that block is larger than the block that showed up is because those people are supporters of the Progressive Liberal Party. You understand?
I hear what you're saying, but here's the thing here. Having a love for mathematics and statistics, you're talking probability. And look at the things that you set up against yourself. Now, you're saying everybody may not show up. You shouldn't possibly run a candidate. If the opposing party candidates win the seat, that's not a reflection of the strength of the Progressive Liberal Party. That's too much levels of probability against the PLP. You see, when you set up a proper probability structure, the playing field should be level, Mr. Miller. All right? It's not a good idea for the Progressive Liberal Party not to run a candidate. Because the overall sentiment of the Bahamian voting public will be that they are weak, they are afraid. That's not a good look.
So they have to go in there.
That's not a good look.
They have to go in.
They have to contest. You are the governing party. You are the incumbent party with the seat, and you're telling me you're not going to run? Mr. Miller, your strategy is flawed.
We got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds before the jingle cut on. Run who?
Doesn't matter.
Run who?
Yeah,
well, we can't run Mike because we've rebutted Mike twice. He was the tax master. Every time he comes in, he brings more and more taxes on persons. He is known for that.
Right.
So you can't run him.
Right.
All right? And a lot of the newbies who are offering themselves now, I don't know if they have the
Put up the picture,
cachet,
producer, of
the name to
proposed
really
candidate.
get any ground.
Yes.
All right? So they're in a bit of a quandary. The PLP are in a bit of a quandary, but it will take a lot of work.
Listen, you're a smart man. You care if I ask your name? Well, your last name.
Ask Mr. Miller, he know me personally.
I know
He's called me role model and I call him protege.
I know this voice. I know this voice.
We appreciate your
Appreciate your call, big guy.
Indeed.
You take care, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All the
Much
best.
love and respect.
And so on the screen, you will see the persons, Desanti Small, Senator Darren Pickstock, O.B. Roberts, Joe Johnson, and the name of the gentleman at the end escapes me. I know it, I can't remember it right now. But which of these 5 people could you send on the ground?
The fellow in the blue coat.
He already in the Senate.
Okay.
And if you send
Obi.
And if you send Mike and Mike Lewis.
Send Obi.
Oh boy, any other jingle means we out of time. This is Freedom March. We'll see you again here tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll be back if it's the Lord's will.
The Verizon Media Group, home of ILTV, Paramount Systems Limited, Eyewitness News, and Beyond the Headlines.
Come on, baby, jump on me. Bring that body behind me. Be my officer, arrest me. Whatever you want, go. Come on, baby, whine on me. Take my body, play with it. Be my officer, arrest me. Whatever you want, go. Come on, baby, one time. Come on, baby, two time. Come on, baby, 3 times, let's whine. On the 4th time, I'll blow your mind. Oh. Whatever you want, go. So take this body and live it up. Wanna bend right down and light it up. I'm giving you control. Whatever you want goes, it goes. Wanna take this body and live it up. So bend right down and light it up. Whatever you want, it goes. I'm giving you control. I'm letting you know. I feel so good, I don't wanna escape. My temperature starts to escalate. But today is your lucky day. Whatever you want, go. Feel so good, I can't concentrate. My temperature starts to escalate. But today is your lucky on, baby, 3 times, let's wine. On the 4th time, I blow your mind. Oh, 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 oh.